In this tutorial, I will talk about a file content checkpoint. File content checkpoint is a feature of UFT that compares two files' content. If both files' content match, then checkpoint pass. If doesn't match, then checkpoint fail. So that is what I will be talking about in this video. I will give definition, what is file content checkpoint. Also, I will give hands-on example of how we can create file content checkpoint and run a script, analyze the execution result, and also modify the file content checkpoint. So these are the things I will talk about in this video. So first thing, what is file content checkpoint? It is comparing two files. That is comparing two files. So first I will show how we can compare two files manually. If there is no tool, then how we can compare? I will give, then we will have an idea first. So in this location, I have two files saved. These two are PDF files. Actually, Chrome HTML document. So first I'm double clicking on it. It will open Google Chrome browser. This is the Google Chrome browser, and in tab 1 this file has been loaded. It has two pages. First page has one sentence and the second page has another sentence. That is file 1. This is the name of the file, and this file has two pages, one line each. If I go to the second file, this is the second file, Imran 2, double click, it also opened in the second tab. So I have two files, one open in the first tab and another open in the second tab of the browser. The browser is open, two tabs are open, and first tab has two pages, second tab also has two pages. Now if I am comparing these two files, how I will do? I will just look at page 1 and see what is the value. I will also go to the second files, page 1, and I will visually see if both values are same, then a comparison completed and value are same. And also I will scroll down to the second page. I will read whatever value is written. I will also go to the second file and the second page, and I will see what is the value is written. If both values are same, then comparison completed with pass. If value are not same, then comparison completed with fail. So that is how we do manual comparison if there is no tool. But if we have tool, if we have UFT, we can use a file content checkpoint to do this comparison. So that is what a file content checkpoint. So file content checkpoint is a feature of UFT that can be used to compare two files. If both files content are same, then checkpoint pass. If not same, then checkpoint fail. So that is the definition. So I have given the definition of file content checkpoint. I will change the color to green so that I can claim I have explained this one hands-on. Now I will show hands-on how we can create file content checkpoint in UFT. So I have UFT open. If I go to the object repository, object repository is opening, and object repository has no object, no checkpoint. Now I will create one checkpoint. I will create one file content checkpoint. So I'm clicking on design, clicking on checkpoint, and then I'm clicking on file content checkpoint. I clicked. It says source file for checkpoint. So I will be selecting one file, this one. Click on OK. Now there are two pages. Page 1 has one sentence and page 2 has another sentence, and this data is expected content. These data are expected data, and this is the data that this is the file. This file will also have content. This checkpoint will compare whatever data this file has that matches with this data or not. This data is expected data or expected file content, and this is the whatever value this file will have, that is the actual file content. So I'm clicking on OK. It says you must select at least one line of verification. So I'm checking both, since there are one line each page. So I'm selecting everything. Click on OK. So this checkpoint has been created. So one line has been added in the editor. If I go to the object repository, local object repository, I will see one object has been added and also one checkpoint has been added. Earlier this one was empty, but now have one object added, one checkpoint also got added. So now we know how we can create file content checkpoint. I'm changing the color there so that I can say I have explained how we can create file content checkpoint hands-on. Now I will run the script. Before running, I just want to explain. This checkpoint will check whether this data matching with whatever data this file has. So I will click on run. The script is running. Execution ended. It says execution ended with pass. Execution ended with pass. Now I will be marking this one as green, that I showed how we can run it. Now analyzing the result. This is how the result looks like. This is how the results look like. So I'm closing this result. I will be changing the properties. Right click, checkpoint properties. Now since I know whatever data, these are expected file content, whatever data we have here, the same data also present in this file. So both are matching, that's why testing pass, checkpoint pass. So I will use a different file. I will tell UFT, or I will tell this checkpoint to check a different file and check the content of a different file if the content of a different file matches with this data or not. So I'm just changing the file. I'm saying I'm choosing a different file. So now if I run, after clicking OK, if I run, a script will check whatever file content exists in this file, whether that matches with this value or not. If matches with this value, then pass. If doesn't match, then fail. So I'm clicking on OK, and I'm clicking on run again. The script is running. Execution end. It failed. Now if I scroll down here and click on a content comparison, it says expected content this and actual content this did not match. If I go to the file system, this file has 2 pages, this file also has 2 pages, and first page has 1 sentence each that matches, but second sentence did not match. Script actually compared, if I go to the properties again, compared this value with this value and didn't match, so execution failed. Now I can say I have showed how to modify. I changed the file and it failed. Now if I want to see in HP Run Result Viewer, if I want to see the result in HP Run Result Viewer, I go to Tools, Options, General, Run Session, and I will be choosing Run Results Viewer Report. Select on OK. Now I will run again. I run the script. It will show a result in the Run Results Viewer. Run Results Viewer takes extra time than the HTML format result. By the time it loads, I go here and explain one more time. This is, I right clicked checkpoint properties. This is expected data, and this one, whatever value this file has, that is the actual data. If expected data and actual data are same, then checkpoint pass. If not same, then checkpoint fail. Also in the result we can see, if not same, we can see what are the differences. Now if I go to the result, I open the result in HP Run Results Viewer. Actually latest version they have removed the word HP in the Run Results Viewer. I'm expanding everything. Expand. Click on checkpoint. It's loading. Data has been loaded. How we can analyze. Now I'm seeing it says modification 1, deleted 0, added 0. This is the expected and this is the actual. So this data is in UFT and this data is in the file of the file content of the file system. if I go to UFT again, I will see there are 2 points for comparison. This data in UFT, this data in UFT, and this file is stored in the file system. See, and then another folder. Inside of the folder, this file exists. So this file is in the file system. This file has data that is actual data, and this is expected data. If we go back to the result, this is expected data. Expected data exists in UFT, exists in the checkpoint, and actual data exists in the file. Since these two are not matched, that's why it failed. Where it failed, this it says modification. This is how the expectation, but actually we got a modified sentence. No data has been deleted or added. So now I have explained how we can analyze the result. Analyze the result. So I have explained everything, how we can create a file content checkpoint, and how run, how modify, and also how analyze the result. So conclusion, file content checkpoint is a feature of UFT that can be used to compare 2 files. One file exists in UFT, other file exists in a file system. And thank you guys for watching.